I started real estate in 2010.
And then when did you start the House That Social Media Built?
I started the House That Social Media Built in 2016.
So what's happened since then?
Whew, my life has changed.
I met Nicole. She was doing a broker open tour, and I was like, wow, she did a really good job organizing this. I like structure, I like routine. This was very well done.
So I had been part of a team for 5 years, and it was time to take my business in a new direction. So hooked up with Byron, who was in a different area of the state, and we decided to sort of merge our businesses together and take it to the next level. Byron and I were scoping out locations for our new office, and there happened to be a spot here in Guilford, and the developer Kenny was fixing that office.
You said Kenny. Who's Kenny?
Kenny Horton.
Who's Kenny Horton?
Kenny Horton owns the Horton Group, LLC, out of New Haven, and he is a developer. Does a lot of new developments. Commercial, residential, restoration. He lives here in Guilford.
I guess he had a little bit of context on me, was wondering why I was looking at office space in Guilford.
This was before we ever announced that, Byron and I were merging.
We kind of filled in Kenny, and from that point, Kenny got super intrigued.
He was like, what's going on? What are you guys up to?
He was in a transition in terms of 66 High Street.
He's like, let's talk in a couple days. And that's how it all started. So this used to be the old Clinipad.
Kenny went through a lot of hard work to get this project up and running.
There was tons of environmental cleanup. There were additional buildings here that needed to be taken down too because of environmental issues. So the mill building is really the only building that survived.
The mill building's like living in the West Village of New York City.
Kenny intentionally kept as much of the mill building as he could.
You've got exposed historic brick.
There's some trusses that you'll see in some of the units that were able to be reused.
No unit's the same.
Off the back is one of the largest Quonset huts here in Connecticut, so that was maintained as well as it could.
And when you go from the mill building to the Whitfield building, you have really two totally different styles. There's that rich history, and Kenny and the Horton Group 100% preserved, respected that history, and then turned that into luxury.
I would call it the heart of downtown Guilford. We're marshfront here. We are abutting the West River and then have view of the Long Island Sound. We are about a mile from the beach. We are about a block from the green, like a block this way and then a block that way.
Can I walk out my door, go to some shops, go to some restaurants? That's what you get in Guilford.
I also live in this neighborhood. So as a kid, I did used to ride my bike in this like abandoned factory. So I love that the factory is still essentially here, but obviously kicked up like tenfold.
It's not a slam dunk to pull something like this off. It takes the right team and the right vision, and Kenny had that. But one of the things I'm most excited about is the pool.